All right, take two. Welcome to the Jesse Show. Hello, governors and governesses. Uh, got a got a dialed in with a good episode for you today. I hope I'm gonna talk about some things I've been experiencing with these challenges of that I've been putting forth on myself. This keto till Christmas. It's been a real hoot. I've been working on okay. Before I get started, I'm gonna say I fucked up. And me and my wife went to this Chinese restaurant for lunch that we tend to frequent. But I get tired of just ordering like chicken with like is it gaizo? I don't know. Whatever it is, the steamed vegetables and it's fucking whack. Alright, but it's like that's what you can eat when you're on a low carb diet at this particular Chinese restaurant. So there's another one I go to where I get like these two things and then just like not eat the rice. And that a lot of you'll notice like if you eat like keto, a lot of it's just not eating the rice or not eating the fries or not eating the bread. You just gotta cut like that main part out. And a lot of it is like that's the magic weight loss behind keto is you just like throw a third of your plate away. So I don't know if any of you other keto kids figured that out, but yeah. And then you feel full anyway because you're just eating all the protein and the fats that satiate you. So anyway, I was eating my lunch and I ordered usually when you say something just some random shit off the top of the menu at this place, you end up with a bunch of you end up with stir fry pretty much most of the time. But I fucked up and ordered some fucking twonky dough something, and I ended up with Chinese spaghetti is what I call it. It was super good, but and I'm super cheap, so I wasn't gonna spend $30 and just be hungry in the same hour. Like I'm not gonna spend $30 for me and my girl to eat, and then I have to watch her eat. So that wasn't really in the cards because I'm cheap as fuck. But anyway, that's what happened with that. But other than that, it's been going fucking great. I haven't been fucking around eating a bunch of bullshit on the side. Been being a pretty good boy, and I'm down. I want to say like 3 pounds, and I wasn't that fat to start out with, so that's pretty good. I think it's been like 10 days, and I thought it'd go faster with a lot of water weight, but it's been here and there. But I've been pounding hell of water too, because on my other podcast we made a challenge to drink a gallon of water a day. If you haven't tried this, I've done this before, but if you haven't tried this, it kind of fucking sucks because you pee a lot, like a lot, and you need to start first thing, start just pounding that bitch so you can pee out through the day. Because I learned that if you don't do that, you will pee all night like Grandma Nelly. You're gonna be. This is funny, just watching my fat ass go down the stairs like. It's like god damn. So today, I've been having some challenges with that. I fell off today, so it's like I'm just telling on myself a whole bunch. But I didn't make the gallon of water today. I did buy another. I left my gallon of water at home, and I didn't get one at the store. But I did at lunch buy a liter of water, and I drank that. So today's on the the red X instead of the green check. But I plan to be on point tomorrow. I'm not gonna forget my water. I'm gonna wake up on time, maybe. Anyway, so working on that. So if you guys are following along, something I noticed though that is working with this keto till Christmas challenge. I posted like a week apart update video. And I look a lot more fucking shredded, bro. I did like day 2, and then I did I think it was day 8 or day 7. Anyway, I went from like a 2-pack to a 4-pack in a couple of days. So the weight's coming off, and it's going all right, even with my little setback. But I don't feel bad about it though, because I stay pretty consistent with what I'm doing. Most of the time, I say no to most of the things that are gonna hinder the steps forward, because a lot of it is like there ain't no magic pill. Like there's a documentary about the ketogenic diet called The Magic Pill on Netflix, and I watched it, and that'll talk about some of the healing properties that are in that diet if you stick to it, and that's true. It cuts out, like they started it in John Hopkins for what is that shit called? Some kind of seizure where you have seizures. It's supposed to epilepsy. That's what it was. Sorry. It started as a treatment for epilepsy at the Johns Hopkins Institute, like way back in the day, and they saw some kind of improvement in individuals with epilepsy from eating that way. So that's what it started out as, but then the side effect is you lose a bunch of water weight, and then you start cutting weight because you're not, eating these huge amounts of carbohydrates that you store as glycogen in the muscle, but they don't get burned off, so they turn into fat on your body. So that's the idea behind ketosis, is you go into like a fat burning mode. And they got all these little bullshit drinks called like where they're basically just some kind of like Gatorade Zero spiked with a bunch of beta hydroxybutyrate, which is it creates ketones in your body, and that's what your brain will function off of in the absence of glycogen, because they're like, oh, don't eat carbs, but how are you gonna think? That's what your brain runs on. Well, there's like a secondary backup that your body created for those times that you can't have carbohydrates, and those are called ketones. So that's why it's called a keto diet. I'm kind of babbling on about the science of it, but I can't be a dumbass on my podcast every single week. I have to actually present something of value. Just give you guys something that you can take home with you. I read like all these books on it when I first started getting into it, so I could know all the ins and the outs, and I watched all the podcasts and listened to all these fucking experts. And the main takeaway is like, just don't eat a bunch of crap, right? Because you see the people that are doing good, and they're like the ones that are like, super enthralled and balls deep in the science of it. The ones you see on, but then they have to live with being like a zealot, right? Like, oh no, never eat sugar. It's like so bad, but it's like, you don't got to do all of that. I don't think. I think you can just be like, yeah, I'm just not eating carbs right now. Because for me, a ketogenic diet is fucking awesome, but it's super hard to sustain it. It's super hard to keep going. Like, I challenged myself this spring to run a marathon and do ketogenic diet for 100 days. I did both those things, and I lost me some, I want to say 30 pounds, right around there, something like that. But I went from being a fat fucker to not such a fat fucker, which is really cool, because like my whole life I've been like pleasantly plump. Even when I was like all strung out on drugs, I still kind of had like a big belly and shit. So, right now, things are going well with that whole challenge. And then also, it's like I picked a good time to do it, the keto till Christmas. So this is going to circumvent a lot of those unnecessary fucking gorge fests. Where I put on a bunch of, like how everybody puts on weight in the holidays, is because it's like you're eating the mashed potatoes and the fucking gravy and just all the shit that's gonna add up. But it's like, if you just like at Thanksgiving, if I just like eat turkey and like some other little accoutrements that are high in protein and maybe some fat, but I'm skipping the mashed. I mean, dude, don't get me wrong, stuffing is fucking awesome. But I think I can make it till Christmas without having some stuffing. Because that's not something you really eat regularly, right? Like, what are you having for dinner? Fucking turkey stuffing like every day. That'd be awesome. I think maybe that's what I should just do after I'm done with this keto diet, is try to formulate some sort of diet where you can just eat Christmas foods every day and still get jacked. I think you could do it if you just balance them. Like, if you do like, what's that other diet called? If it fits your macros. If you just put the right amounts of the right foods. Like, if you just, like, protein heavy it and then, like, go, like, 30-30 with the fucking, or 20-20 and, like, 60% protein, and then with the carbs and fats, like, just drop them slowly and increase the protein. But just do that with Christmas foods. Dude, that'd be fucking awesome. I'm gonna look into that. That's gonna be my next, I'm gonna write a book, The Christmas Food Diet. Or the Thanksgiving Lean Up. Something like that. That'll be fun. Yeah, so also, our listenership on my other podcast has been going up, and I want you guys to come check it out. The Long Lost Brothers podcast I do with Brett Scott. It's my good buddy, man, and he's a good dude, man. You should check him out too. The Daily BS. That's a good little podcast you might like. You might come check it out. All right. I don't really got a whole lot more to talk about, but I do got that Khabib versus Justin Gaethje coming up this weekend, man. I'm excited for that. Cause I think okay. I like Conor McGregor, but I knew Khabib was gonna whoop his ass. But with Justin Gaethje, it's like, I don't know. He beat up Tony Ferguson, man. He might fuck up Khabib too. He might be the new shit. You never know. He drops bombs and he knows how to wrestle. But Khabib wrestles bears, or did when he was a kid. So, I mean, Khabib's been a terrorist, man. Just fucked everybody up they put in front of him. Just fucking, I mean, like Michael Johnson, that dude's a beast, man. Like, he's, good ass boxer, right? Smacks fools up. Fucking Khabib just, like, they weren't even doing the same thing, man. And I'm not even trying to put Michael Johnson down. Michael Menace, he's sick, He beat that dude up. I think he beat up Dustin Poirier, wasn't he? I might be wrong on that, but he beat some dude up and did this little money flashing thing. I don't know. He's a good ass fighter, but he's not like Khabib good, right? He's not Justin Gaethje good. Yeah, so that's exciting. And then here, I think next month, Conor and Dustin are gonna fight in the UFC. Though he was trying to, Conor wanted to make it exhibition in Ireland for charity. But the UFC wasn't really having that. I don't think they were going to let Dustin Poirier fight in another thing while he signed with the UFC. And Conor's kind of back and forth with if he's retired or not. And so I'm excited to see that fight too, honestly, because Dustin Poirier's gotten so much better. He's just sharp, man. And he's a good dude. And Conor still said he's going to put $500,000 in charity to Dustin's a charity to fight the good fight. So that's exciting, man. That's good stuff. That's a good, like, Conor's a douche. We all know it, but he's trying to do the right thing, and that's admirable. We've all been a douchebag at times. I mean, if you gave me fucking good bazillion dollars, I'd probably be a douchebag too, to be honest. Maybe not. Maybe I'd be like fucking doing nice things for people, like giving $500,000 to a good fight organization. So anyway, my daughter just brought in her phones because it's bedtime. She's a super good little girl. I don't think she knew I was recording, but that's all right. Anyway, so that's about all I got, man. It's just a short one. I'm gonna try and do these a little more often. I've been a little busy with some other things, but I'm still here with you. Yeah, come follow me on Instagram. It's _Jesse_show. I'll be right there, posting little tidbits of uplifting hope and little douchebag videos of me lifting weights and stuff like that. You can follow the Long Lost _Brothers podcast on Instagram as well. Yeah, so come check us out. I invite you. You're invited, my friend. I'll be your neighbor. So, till next time, I'm gonna come fuck with you. I'll see you then.